Big vibes, stabilization sailor, it's your boy Black Finesse. We here to watch What If. This is called What If We Dumped Our Trash into Jupiter. My personal answer before we watch this, I don't really think anything is going to happen, considering that I think the trash is just going to be crushed under the Jupiter's pressure, or it might just be burnt, because I don't think Jupiter is cold. I think it's also hot because of the size. But we're gonna go ahead and see what If has to say, and let's check it out.
Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system. A gas giant capable of sucking up and condensing millions of tons of space debris. So
yeah, it's just gonna crush trash.
Use it to solve one of the Earth's stinkiest problems, our trash. What if we decided to send the world's garbage up into space and launch it into Jupiter?
Earth is too small. Like, it's not gonna be enough
How would we
trash.
manage to send this much trash into space? And would this help our problem or make everything worse?
I think it will help.
This is What If, and here's what
really
would
think it's gonna be
happen
much
if
of an
we
issue.
dumped all our trash into Jupiter.
Like,
Okay,
you can fit,
before
like,
we begin
100 Earth-
shooting Jupiter-bound rockets full of moldy food, electronic waste, and plastic packaging out into the stratosphere, let's take a look at the journey these things currently take from creation to collection. Waste management is a complex process. Around the
bet
world,
it is.
there
They don't
are
get paid
tons of
enough.
different strategies, from curbside bin pickups to highly advanced recycling sorting programs. After disposal, trash makes its way to landfills or incinerators, depending on the infrastructure of your region. Of course, not all of it makes it there, though. You know, wherever humans are on the planet, you can count on there being some amount of human litter there, too.
Yeah.
And where humans aren't, like the Pacific Ocean, well, our litter is there, too.
Yeah.
Just check out the Great Pacific Garbage Patch if you need proof. So it should come as no surprise that as landfills overflow and sea levels continue to rise, humanity is desperate for a solution.
Does trash make sea level rise for real?
That solution could be over 778 million
Because then they said
kilometers
they
away.
can fit like 2 Earths inside Jupiter's
You
red
know,
dot.
we have a lot of trash on Earth, but the number of pieces of trash doesn't even come close to how many ants we have. There
Yeah.
are approximately 20 quadrillion ants on the planet, and you know, each ant can lift
Yeah, that's like
10
us
to
living on
50
Jupiter.
times their own weight. Well, maybe we should get them to figure out our trash problem. Ants are some of the most fascinating creatures on Earth, and I have an awesome new game I've been playing that I want you to check out.
Are
It's
you-
called The Ants.
The ants game. No, we good. Get your money though. Good lord, how long
Sign
is
up
the
on
game?
April 8th, so make sure to sign up fast.
Designing a program that would deliver the garbage from your driveway all the way to the Jovian atmosphere would require enormous technological advancements and some pretty radical international cooperation, to say the least.
Yeah.
We'd need to completely reimagine how we handle everything. And lucky for you, this is What If, so
Yeah, you just
we're
gotta
gonna
try not
do
to get
just
pulled
that.
into the gravity too.
Okay, starting with the collection. Maybe you'd still be able to throw everything into 1 or 2 different bins as per usual, but after that, local, regional, and national governments would need to employ a highly sophisticated system of automated drones in
Still
order
not enough,
to
though.
process the waste in a way that would get it ready for space travel.
Glass.
Our trash would need to be compacted to maximize the payload of each and every rocket that will send it on its way. We'd need compactor sites that could handle more garbage than we've ever imagined. And then we'd need to smush it all together into the densest object possible. And we'd need enough sites to process the approximately 2.1 billion metric tons of global waste that's produced every year. That figure isn't expected to go down anytime soon.
Well, then you just
And
burn it
with
after?
the space trash program, you
Yeah, that's a
could count
lot
on
of
it
stuff,
increasing.
like busted space debris.
Maybe more important than that would be the necessity to completely decontaminate this waste of all
I
terrestrial
would hate to
microbes
work
that
there, bro.
want to
Like,
hitch a free ride to
you gotta
Jupiter.
smell that every day, and then it gets
Yeah,
on
you
your
might
clothes.
be thinking, well, why decontaminate the waste if we're just going to destroy it? Well, the last thing we'd want to do is wipe out any alien life that might be out there with our big ball of garbage. There's the possibility that our
That's if there's
bacterial
gonna be,
life forms could
you
get
know, aliens.
lost somewhere on the way, and then who knows what could happen. We wouldn't want some Earth disease landing on Mars. It could kill any life forms that might be on the planet, or make them evolve in strange ways. So instead of messing around with aliens, let's just keep them safe and decontaminate. Now, transporting this colossal mass of trash across the solar system to Jupiter would require spacecraft of never-before-seen sizes and capabilities.
Really?
Besides having to survive long-haul journeys to Jupiter and back over and over again,
I don't think so.
An enormous amount of weight. To get them safely off the planet and out into orbit, well, they'd need
because once you get into space, there's no
exist in our
really no like
sci-fi
weight, right?
imaginations. Think something like nuclear fusion.
I hope this music ain't copyright.
Ion
This music is like distracting.
Now, if we could pull it off, this would be a gigantic leap forward in our space exploration technology. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still need to see what happens when we get to Jupiter. Okay, upon arrival at the biggest planet in our cosmic neighborhood, the spaceships would unleash their garbage cargo into the atmosphere of the gas giant. From there, the extremely powerful gravitational force of the planet would do the work to make sure our trash falls further and further into the swirling,
I feel like it's just gonna
below.
Disintegrate and get crushed
in the upper
in the
layer
atmosphere.
of the atmosphere, our waste would be falling through freezing temperatures of about minus 145 degrees
freezing.
Celsius. In pressure, about equal to what we experience at sea level.
Wait, so it's cold?
But it's only going to get more intense from here. In these clouds of ammonia gas,
It gets warmer towards the middle,
protective casing of the cargo bins would start to erode. And as the atmospheric pressure increases to millions of times more than Earth's sea level, the bins would collapse, scattering clouds of trash that would quickly disintegrate as their molecular bonds get torn apart. If a bin were to make it down to the deepest layers of Jupiter, well, it would never land on the surface, of course. There is no surface on this gigantic gaseous planet.
Right.
But if anything made it close to the core, it would get broken down into its most elemental form.
I wonder how small the core is. I think isn't the Jupiter's core smaller than Earth's?
Metals would melt and mingle. Plastics would be reduced to their smallest molecules. From high up above, you'd celebrate this disintegration. Finally, our trash could be completely recycled in the heart of Jupiter. But now, you'd have to turn around and start all over again.
Yeah, that's a long travel.
Risky journey, especially when having to navigate the asteroid belt.
Well,
Imagine what kind of cosmic disaster awaits the day a trash ship explodes and sends garbage hurtling throughout the solar system.
All you gotta worry about is
eternity.
space debris, not really the asteroid belt, because it's so separated.
Another
far.
issue. If we knew that we could,
And you gotta have
get rid of our
spacecraft
trash
fast
by
enough to
shipping it
travel,
across
like faster than
space,
the speed of light.
would we do anything to limit our consumption back at home? Or would it mean we'd produce even more trash than humanly imaginable? Yeah, I think before we consider a project as wild and as consuming as this one, we should take a look at how we treat our own planet. Not to mention the amount of waste that developing such an enormous and powerful spacecraft would create. Yeah, and the amount of fuel needed for it to lift off. At the end of the day,
that's gonna become
we'd be
a
better
problem,
off
dude.
working with governments and corporations to reduce our consumption, enhance our recycling systems, and design a more sustainable future. Yeah, of course, maybe there's another place to dump all our trash that's
with
a little
trash.
closer to home,
Do that.
like volcanoes. Well, that's a story. Or another. What if?
Interesting.
Hey, thanks for watching, but don't go away just yet. Don't forget to
That's interesting. Yeah, but like I said, I don't really think it's not anything's gonna happen. It's just gonna crush. Like it's gonna crush and then burn before it has a chance of reaching the core for real. But comment, like, subscribe down below. It's your boy Black Finesse. We is out.